Are you looking for your next webcam or webcams? 2 for 1, I got you. And we're back, DLG fam. Welcome to everyone, welcome to all the new viewers. Y como siempre ya lo saben, bienvenidos a todos aquí, el canal de LG. Gracias por tomar el tiempo en venir a nuestro canal. 2 webcams, possibly for the price of 1. I'm not too sure, we're gonna find out. You already know there's many choices for webcams out there. You got the most expensive ones and those budget friendly. But for today, a company by EMEET is stepping it up a notch and they're launching their next 4K webcam. And what am I talking about? Bam! The EMEET Dual-Camera PTZ 4K webcam. There's a reason why I had this plushie. This is the representative of the EMEET Pixy webcam. So look at that right there, guys. That's what I'm talking about. The dual webcams in 4K. This particular webcam is going for $159.99 on the EMEET website. I will leave a link in the description down below if you're interested in purchasing it. But first, this webcam is AI powered, intelligent tracking, 2-axis gimbal, 3 microphone array, and gesture control. So let's go to the unboxing, guys. Check it out and then plug it into this old dinosaur over here. Hopefully it's able to handle this powerful webcam and it doesn't bog down like it has in the past. Let's go to the unboxing. All right, guys, there it is. The EMEET Pixy Dual-Camera PTZ 4K webcam. AI powered, intelligent tracking. Wait a minute, guys. The camera reminds me of a particular character of a movie called E.T. Let me know if it reminds you of that character. So let's get this out of the box and see what does it look like. All right, here we go. Okay, check out the packaging. That's pretty cool. Dual-Camera PTZ 4K. The quick start guide is available via this QR code that you guys see here. This QR code will take you to the product introduction video. This one is for the frequently asked questions. And this one, it'll take you to the EMEET Studio, which is the software that you need to be able to access the webcam. Okay, so let's see what comes in here. You get the 2-year limited warranty here. You get a USB-C to USB-C cable with a USB-C to USB-A adapter. Obviously, this is in case if you don't have an available port to plug in the USB-C cable, you can always opt in for the USB-A. All right, you also get the manual right here, and this will teach you how to connect the camera, its capabilities, what to do and what not to do. So let's go ahead and take out the camera. Oh man, okay. Wow, that's pretty neat. Look at the size. This is the size of my palm, okay? So there's one gimbal, there's the other one. I like the design of this webcam. It's unique. This is possibly the cutest webcam I have ever seen, to be honest. Let me know down in the comments below if you feel the same way. So on the top side of the webcam, you do see the 3 pinholes. That's the 3 microphones. All right, on the bottom side, you get the mounting hole. More than likely is for the adapter to mount it up on your monitor. And the back side right here, you have the USB-C connection to plug it into your PC. So let's go ahead and take out the mounting bracket. This is pretty heavy. Oh man, you could knock someone out with this thing if you throw it across the room. Okay, so you go ahead and you put this part here and you use the thumb screw on the back side of it to screw it in place. All right, mount it as so. Now I'm going to be able to mount it on top of my monitor. So let's talk about the specs of the camera itself. This camera is AI powered with a dual camera system that is able to simulate the perception of human eyes. That's pretty neat. So that's the reason why it has the dual lenses. All pixel utilization, what is that? 100 pixel utilization. Together with the dual camera system, it allows the Pixy to achieve a super fast focus in just 0.2 seconds. We're gonna try that out and see if we pop something in front of it, how fast can it focus on it, remove my hand, and refocus on myself. It has intelligent auto tracking, as mentioned before, the dual camera tracking system enhancement. The AI assisted camera accurately detects your position. Pixy allows for smoother tracking and you'll always be focused clearly even in rapid movement. On top of that, it has effortless gesture control. You raise your hand to enable the gesture control. Try not to cover your shoulder and face. The indicator will flash blue and tracking mode will enable or disable. The 3 mics that are located on top of the webcam have noise cancellation built into them. This allows the Pixy to pick up audio with exceptional clarity. That's pretty clean right there because many webcams lack in the audio department. There are 3 AI audio modes. It has live mode, noise canceling mode, and original sound mode. I will touch base on those modes when I get to test the actual camera on the PC. It also has 4 different usage modes: preset modes, portrait mode, whiteboard mode, and privacy mode. The preset modes allows you to have up to 3 PTZ positions. The portrait mode allows you to transform into a mobile ready content creation instantly. By rotating the Pixy, that means you'll get that 9:16 ratio that you're used to seeing on YouTube Shorts, on Reels, or on TikTok. The whiteboard mode allows the Pixy and the EMEET Studio software to recognize the whiteboard and provide a better presentation experience. In privacy mode, the Pixy will simply tilt itself downward. This will allow for you to know that the camera is in sleep mode. You're able to use the Pixy for live streaming, game streaming, or online education. Now, as far as the specs for the camera go, it has a dual camera system and AI assisted camera. The sensor is a Sony 1x2.55 inch image sensor, and the default resolution is 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second, but it also supports 640 by 360 at 30 frames per second, 640 by 480 30 frames per second, 640 by 360 at 60 frames per second, 640 by 480 30 frames, 800 by 600 at 30 frames, 960 by 720 at 30 frames, 1024 by 576 at 30 frames, 1024 by 576 at 60 frames per second, 1280 by 720 at 30 frames per second, 1280 by 720 at 60 frames per second, 1280 by 960 at 30 frames per second, 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames, and 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames, 2560 by 1440 at 30 frames per second, 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second. Wow, that covers a lot of video resolutions. That's pretty good right there. And for only $159, that's not bad, guys. The video coding is MJPEG or YUY2. The aperture on the lenses is f1.8. The field of view is 73 degrees. The digital zoom is 1.5x. The digital zoom is unavailable if you're using 1080p at 60 frames per second or with the 4K resolution. The focus type is autofocus. The focus technology that's being used is Blink Focus Pro Dual Camera Autofocus technology. It has a 3 mic array as mentioned before, and the audio modes: live mode, noise canceling mode, and original mode. The gimbal is a 2-axis with pan and tilt. The mechanical range of the pan is plus or minus 155 degrees or 310 degrees. The tilt is plus or minus 90 degrees. The software you're able to use with this is the EMEET Studio, but we're going to try it and see if it's capable to be used on OBS. The camera itself weighs 128 plus or minus 5 grams. The system requirements to run this camera is an Intel 2.4 GHz Core 2 Dual processor or higher and 2 gigs of RAM or more. The OS is Windows 10 and above, 64-bit operating system, Mac OS 10.14 and above. It does not support Windows systems based on ARM architecture. All right, guys, so those are the features of the cam. Let's go ahead and get this installed. All right, guys, so we have the Pixy loaded, and right now AI tracking is turned off, and I will turn it on by raising my hand as so. Just like that, it turns on AI tracking. The AI tracking allows you to be able to move around and the camera will follow you. It did say it had super fast autofocus, so let's try that out. That's pretty quick. Look at that. All right, I like that right there. So let's go ahead and check out what type of features are available on the EMEET Studio. This is the most recent update, update 1.7.4. What do we have available here? We have tracking, standard, and privacy mode. So let's go to standard mode. That turns off the AI tracking. Turn it back on, raise your hand. There we go. It's AI tracking is back on. Privacy mode, this will make the camera lens point down. So if we do this, the camera went into rest mode right there. That means that it's not capturing video or audio. And just to let you know, we are capturing the audio via the 3-array mic that is located on the Pixy. So you also have PTZ control. So let's switch it back to standard mode to show you how this works. So you're able to actually use the gimbal and adjust wherever you want to point this at. How do you set the initial position? Click on number 1. Point it down. We're going to set some of these. Right click here, set that, go to number 2, and then let's point up a little higher up there. Right click, set that, that's number 2. And then number 3, we're gonna move it over to the left right there. And we're going to zoom in. Try this out right here. Move over a little further to the left. We're going to try to zoom into the statue. right there, and we're going to right click, set that. Okay, here's number one. Bam. Okay, we got number one going. Here's number two. That's number two. Remember, that's where we saved it. And let's see if it goes to zoom into the statue. Look at that right there, guys. That's pretty neat. And if you want to revert back, click there. It'll send you back to the original position. Go to number one. Perfect. We're ready to go. Right now we have the webcam in fixed mode. It doesn't have the AI tracking activated. You guys can see that right here. It says standard mode. So for audio mode, you have live mode, noise canceling. Let's see if we turn on the AC that's located in the back of the room, if you guys are able to hear it. Power that on. The AC is on full blast. Let me know down in the comments below if you're able to hear it. I'm not able to hear it, so that means that it's pretty good. All right, so let's continue with this. Go back to original sound mode. This is going to capture all the sound that's available throughout my house, including sounds that are downstairs in any room, or if you even turn on the water faucet. But let's go ahead and turn on noise cancellation because we don't want any of those sounds appearing on the audio. Right here, you're able to set the resolution. You could go 4K, 30 frames per second. Let me know down in the comments below how good or how bad do you guys think it looks. I think it looks pretty good, guys. And I'm just wondering if we're able to use, oh, you're able to record now. Okay, so let's give that a try. Hit record and recording start. Please select the camera position. Okay, start recording. So we're now recording with the EMEET Pixy 4K at 30 frames per second. And let me know down in the comments below how good or how bad do you think the audio actually sounds. All right, guys, so we're now recording with the EMEET Pixy and capturing the audio. The resolution we're at right now is 4K 30 frames per second. I will load up the sample video of this recording so you guys can let me know how good or how bad do you think the quality is. If you're running Windows, it saves it to your video folder, and it is indeed in an MP4 file. I like how sharp it is, and let's check out how good or how bad does it sound. Alright guys, so we're now recording with the EMEET Pixy and capturing the audio. The resolution we're at right now is 4K 30 frames per second. That's pretty good, guys. The fact that it actually gives you no lag, you guys saw that, it's not stuttering, that's pretty good. Especially on this old dinosaur over here from 2020. And let's go ahead and continue with this right here. You're also able to switch to 2K 30 frames per second. Let's show a sample of that. We're now recording at 2K 30 frames per second. Let me know down in the comments below how good or how bad do you guys think this actually looks and sounds. That looks pretty good too. Man, EMEET, you guys did a great job with the Pixy. I'm liking this. And for only $159, you're getting two webcams for the price of one. Let's try one of the resolutions with the faster FPS, 1080p at 60 frames per second. And we're gonna see if we kind of move around fast, if you will see some stuttering within the video. So let's go ahead and hit record, start recording. So we're now capturing 1080p at 60 frames per second, and I'm trying to move as fast as possible here and see if it actually stutters or if I put a little bit of stress on the PC. The shaking is not part of the actual camera, that's me actually moving the entire desk because I kept bumping into it. All right guys, so the Pixy just keeps on impressing me. That's pretty good. So just to touch base real quick, guys, in the past, EMEET did not have a record function on the EMEET Studio. This is pretty good because sometimes you don't want to use OBS, and right now I will show you guys. Here's OBS right here, and you guys will notice this is what I'm using to capture all the video, but it's pretty cool because now you don't have to worry about using OBS. You could just hit record right here and you record your session. Let's go over here. What else is available? Device is normal. Preview mode. The preview mode will take off the actual preview of your video, turn it back on. That'll turn on the camera once again. So under filters, I'm trying to see if I make this a little bit bigger, if I'm able to read them. Apparently I can't. So EMEET suggestion, don't put the names or filters lined up like this because you really cannot see what that color is that you're selecting, not unless you're giving me a feature or some text on the screen that allows me to see that that's what I actually selected. So brightness, okay, so you gotta hover over the text, but that's not intuitive right there. Just a suggestion, go ahead and reload all these filters in a different manner where you're able to read the text. Default, bright, nostalgia, blues, cold, So we're in blues right now, cold, vivid, which it'll make the colors pop a little bit more. Customize, that will actually allow you to customize the color if you go into effect. Okay, so that's another neat thing right there. You're able to adjust the colors on the camera. And you do have a low light enhancement mode, which if you actually have the lights off, wait, give me a second. All right, there we go. That's the low light enhance. I have all the lights off in my room. The only light that's creeping in is through the slit right here. All right, that should fix the problem with that little slit right there where all the light was creeping in through there. But let's continue right here. You're able to adjust the brightness, the contrast, the sharpness, the saturation, the tone, AWB. You could lock it or unlock it right there, white balance. You're able to mess around with all the colors here, and you're able to also set the anti-flicker to 50 Hertz or 60 Hertz. Let's go ahead and restore to default. Please note that if you have the filter set to default, the low light enhancement will turn off. And if you turn it on, you have to go back and turn it on if you want to be able to use the low light enhancement. So let's go to assistance. You're able to set the focus and the metering right here. This little box right here will be the focusing area. Then the next one is focusing area on central areas. That turns the entire frame of the camera into the focus area, or you could focus on the certain individual that's standing in front of the webcam. So let's go ahead and leave that like that. Autofocus is already set to on. That means that obviously you're able to focus on the item that you place right in front of the webcam. You could turn that off if you want, but then you have to adjust this bar right here. I suggest just leave it on because you want the camera to autofocus depending on what you have in front of it. Auto privacy mode. You're able to set the camera to go into auto privacy mode within 10 seconds, 1 minute, 15 minutes, or never. Gesture control is currently on. Auto rotate when upside down. Remember, you're able to use the camera vertically or horizontally and even upside down, depending on what mounting position you like the most. If you go into audio, you're able to monitor the audio that's being picked up by the 3-array mic. Right here, you're able to rotate the camera 90 degrees, 90 degrees. You're able to flip it horizontally. You're able to flip it upside down. It has this little feature right here called the script generator. This helps you out to create scripts for your videos, for your presentations, for anything that involves you talking to a group of people, or maybe you're recording something like I am right now. You got daily vlog, entertainment, lifestyle, knowledge, emotion, business, content duration. You're able to do 30 minutes, 1 hour, or within 2 hours. That's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and generate one for entertainment. And let's go within 30 minutes. All right. Live record, food sharing, game commentary. Please help me generate the script, okay? So now it's generating the script for me. This is pretty cool. It's using the power of AI to be able to generate some type of text for you. These are all the scripts that it generates. It gives you from shots to cam position, shot scale, camera operation, screen, narration, dialogue, sound, even the way that you set up your lighting. That's pretty neat, guys. The fact that this was included in the EMEET software, man, that makes it even more of a bargain. But we did go ahead and touch base on every feature that's available on the webcam. Let me know down in the comments below if you think this is a webcam that you're interested in picking up. If so, I will leave a link in the description down below. All right, guys, there it is, the EMEET Pixy. Man, this camera is amazing, guys. Dual-Camera PTZ, and it does have that really fast 0.2 second reaction time on the autofocus. That's clean right there, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you feel that the EMEET Pixy webcam is well worth that $159.99 price tag. Guys, I feel like I'm getting 2 webcams for the price of one, because the majority of webcams that are this good are around the $100 to $200 price range. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you're interested into looking a little bit further into the EMEET Pixy. So if you're a dad, a gaming dad looking for your next webcam that can outperform your old one, because this one is 2 in 1, don't forget to check out my latest video. But till next time, guys, I'm Tech. Peace out. Ooh, somebody's getting replaced with this webcam.